Welcome back. After a genuinely cold and wet winter for the first time in years, and with spring being pretty much the same, everyone is looking forward to summer. But what does the weather have in store over the next few months? Well, to find out, Jackie Quist talks to three of the best weather brains in the country for this exclusive summer preview.
Summer is upon us. The long, dark winter, nothing but a fading memory. All we've got to look forward to now are warm days and endless blue skies. Or maybe not.
Large hail, damaging winds, large amounts of rainfall.
Long-range forecaster Robert Rizzo has gone cold on summer. The 24-year-old is the country's youngest weather whiz, and he's rarely wrong. This is his 3-month prediction.
We're expecting some heavy rain with thunderstorms. We're expecting some above average rainfall, especially for the eastern capital cities, the eastern part of Australia.
The reason? A big change in our weather pattern. Forget El Niño and welcome La Niña. Its impact is expected to be substantial for the first time in years, meaning plenty of summer rain.
We haven't seen a proper La Niña since probably the late 80s, early 90s, and before that the early 70s was the last really strong one we saw. So a lot of people in their early 20s wouldn't have experienced such severe weather.
Unfortunately, the professionals agree with our weather wonder boy. Dr Andrew Watkins is from the Bureau of Meteorology's Climate Prediction Centre.
The La Niña event really is the flip side of the El Niño. It's cooler than normal temperatures in the Pacific Ocean, and this really leads to increased rainfall through northern and eastern Australia in particular.
The Weather Channel's Tom Saunders agrees.
Anywhere where there's green shading means we're expecting above average rain, and as you can see, the whole country, we're pretty much expecting rain to be above average.
There's more cloud, so for much of the continent, you're really expecting below average temperatures during the day because the sun doesn't get in, and you're trapping in the heat though overnight, and that leads to warmer nights.
So what does it all mean for your city? Here's a glimpse.
This summer we're expecting above average rain for Sydney. It's probably also going to be cooler than average in the daytime, but we are expecting warm and humid nights. This summer we're actually expecting rainfall to be above average through Victoria, including Melbourne, but we're still not expecting as much rain as the northern capitals. We are expecting this summer rainfall will be above average in Brisbane, so a wet summer for Brisbane with cooler than average days but warm and humid nights. Adelaide typically in the summertime is quite hot and dry. They rarely get heavy rain. Occasionally they will get thunderstorms. This summer should be no different. Perth is the hottest capital in the summertime, very dry as well. Most of their rain comes in the winter, so it'll be hot and dry in Perth over the next few months.
Despite La Niña, all capitals will enjoy some of those warm conditions. The harbour city can expect an average high of 23 degrees in November, 25 in December and almost 26 in January. During November, Melbourne's average temperature will be just under 22 degrees, 24 in December and nearly 26 a month later. Those in Brisbane can expect 27 degrees throughout November, 29 in December, a little warmer in January. Adelaide residents will enjoy 25-degree days during November, 27 a month later and 29 in the new year. While November in Perth will bring an average high of 24 degrees, 27 in December, nudging 30 in January. Ours is a country of extremes, especially at this time of year. So for those in the north, it could be time to batten down the hatches.
Our outlook for the coming tropical cyclone season, above average likelihood of tropical cyclones right across northern Australia, so we hope people will be taking precautions already.
And for those in bushfire-prone areas,
It is you could say, reduced potential for severe fires this year because of more rainfall and more humidity, but the major problem exists in that there's more of a fuel build-up now because during winter we had some great rains.
that means if you live in a danger zone, you need to sort out your safety plan now. As for the rest of us who are wondering how long La Niña will stick around,
Typically La Niñas break down in the autumn, so perhaps if we're lucky by autumn rainfall, it'll start to drop off and we'll start to see more average conditions.
So it's going to be a summer of more rain, cool days and humid nights. It's one of those times you kind of wish the forecasters are wrong. We'll be right back.